Chat GPT, choose your own path adventure with chat. Write me the opening paragraph of a choose your own adventure about what? What setting? About being a hot dog salesman in New York. Well, I don't know what it's gonna do with this, but I'm gonna try it out. Hot dogs and high rises, a New York adventure. The hustle and bustle of New York City surround you as you set up your hot dog stand on the corner of 42nd Street and Broadway. Hey, I'm walking here. Skyscrapers rise like giants above, and the crosswalks teem with people from all walks of life. As the aroma of sizzling sausages fills the air, the choices you make today will shape your destiny. Will you become the talk of the town, finding fame and fortune, or face challenges that test your resolve? Turn to page 2 to start your day, or skip to page 5 to consider a mysterious offer that could change everything. We're page 5ers, right? Page 5, the mysterious offer. As you're arranging your condiments, a man in a sharp black suit with reflective aviator sunglasses approaches. Without saying a word, he hands you an elegant gold embossed envelope, and with a swift nod, walks away, disappearing into the masses. Curiosity got the better of you, and you open the envelope to find an invitation. It reads, "Dear Hot Dog Artisan, we invite you to showcase your skills at the Secret Culinary Society, 212 Hidden Gastronomy Lane." If the street name is Hidden Gastronomy Lane, it's not fucking hidden, is it? That's like this, that's as public as it gets. At midnight in black tie dress code. Do you accept the mysterious invitation and prepare for the event? Page 15. A night to remember. Your heart races and you decide to take a leap of faith. The chance to showcase your hot dog craftsmanship in front of New York's culinary elite is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Rush home and suit up in your finest attire. I'm a hot dog guy with a fucking black tie tuxedo at home. As midnight nears, you arrive at 212 Hidden Gastronomy Lane. The address leads you to an old speakeasy-style door in a brick alleyway. You knock thrice. The door creaks open to reveal a grand ballroom, shimmering with chandeliers, and a crowd dressed to the nines. In the center stands a grand kitchen area, like you've seen on those TV culinary competition shows. Suddenly, a spotlight shines on you, and a voice booms. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's challenger, the street savant of sausages, the Baron of Buns, New York's very own hot dog artisan. The crowd's applause is deafening. That's you guys. You are led to a station filled with the finest hot dog ingredients you've ever seen. Wagyu beef, artisanal sauerkrauts, and rare cheeses from around the world. Your challenge, craft a hot dog that encapsulates the spirit of New York. However, the twist is unveiled. Your competitors are renowned chefs from across the globe, each with their own unique take on the humble hot dog. It's over. We're fucked. I'm just a simple New Yorker. What do I know about making fancy dogs? Do you stick to your classic New York style hot dog, trusting that simplicity and authenticity will win the day? So many ones. You guys want me to turn in a basic fucking street dog? They picked you for a reason. They picked me because I ordered ChatGPT to write me a story about it. Not because this didn't really happen, bro. Page 23, the classic touch. Trusting your gut, you decide the heart of New York lies in its authenticity. While others might get lost in the glitz and the glamour of gourmet ingredients, you believe in the magic of a well-made classic. You grill your sausages to perfection. The buns are toasted lightly. As you assemble your hot dog, memories flood back. Memories of your first day setting up shop. The regulars who always had a story to share. The kids whose faces would light up with that first bite. This isn't just food, it's a piece of New York's soul. The judges, a panel of the city's most influential culinary critics, take their first bite. Their expressions are inscrutable. But then, the harshest critic, a stern woman known for her tough reviews, smiles. This is the taste of home. The crowd erupts in applause. You're declared the winner of the night. Your hot dog stand becomes the talk of the town. You're featured in magazines and talk shows. And soon enough, you open your own brick and mortar restaurant. But throughout all the fame and fortune, you remain true to your roots, serving up the classic New York hot dog that started it all. Wow, we accomplished something today. Well, I feel good. I feel like I did something. Encore. All right. That was kind of fun, straight up. That was kind of fun. Okay, but what if she choked on the hot dog and died? Alternate page 23. Unimaginable tragedy. You watch in a state of numb disbelief as paramedics arrive, but it's clear that she's gone. The event is immediately canceled, and you pack your things in a haze. A grim realization sets in. Your culinary dream is transformed into a haunting nightmare. Do you close down your hot dog stand, forever haunted by the tragedy? A dark turn indeed. It wasn't a poison hot dog. She just took a big bite and choked on it. You guys are voting for one to close down the hot dog stand? Okay. Page 45, a new path. The joy you once found in crafting the perfect hot dog is replaced by a consuming guilt and the haunting image of the critic's final moments. You decide to close down your hot dog stand. Months of self-reflection lead you to a small coastal town in Maine. Far from the chaos of New York, the crashing waves and salty air offer a semblance of peace. With your savings, you purchase a small cottage overlooking the sea. Excuse me? On my hot dog vendor's salary, I bought a cottage overlooking the sea? You take up painting, capturing the breathtaking sunrises and sunsets, the tranquil waves, and serene landscapes. Though the memories of that fateful day never truly fade, the support of the tight-knit community and the therapeutic power of art allow you to rebuild your life, finding a new purpose amidst the paint and the canvas. What if I got really into selling lobster rolls in Maine? From sausages to seafood. As the memories of that tragic night fade slightly into the rearview mirror, the peaceful coastal towns of Maine beckon. An idea begins to form. Hot dogs were a symbol of New York street, but here, lobster is king. Now, what if the first person to eat one of my lobster rolls chokes and dies? Deja vu by the docks. The day is sunny with a slight breeze. Perfect for your grand opening of Harbor Delights. A small crowd gathers. You've poured your heart into perfecting the lobster roll recipe. Your first customer, an older gentleman known by the locals as Captain Mike. You hand him your masterpiece with a proud smile, watching intently for his reaction. But as he takes his first bite, his face turns from delight to distress. As Captain Mike clutches his throat, gasping for breath, horrified onlookers shout for help, and memories of New York come rushing back like a tidal wave. It's happening all over again. Captain Mike collapses, lifeless, on the wooden pier. The town is sympathetic, knowing it wasn't your fault, but you're unable to shake the overwhelming guilt. 2 places, 2 ventures, and 2 unthinkable tragedies. Do you decide the food industry is too painful, choosing to leave it behind altogether? Or do you seek solace and healing by isolating yourself in a remote lighthouse? We're going to the lighthouse. The old Cedar Point Lighthouse becomes your refuge. You negotiate a deal with the town council to maintain and live in the lighthouse in exchange for ensuring it remains operational. Each day consists of maintenance tasks, reading, writing, and watching the vastness of the sea. One day, walking along the cliffside, you find a young artist, sketchbook in hand, trying to capture the beauty of the lighthouse. You strike up a convo, and she mentions how the lighthouse has become a beacon of hope and inspiration for many in the town. Your story, though tragic, has touched many. Through this newfound friend, you reintegrate with the community. The lighthouse, once a symbol of escape, transforms into a place of connection, healing, and hope. Make myself a bowl of soup to celebrate. In the story. No, I'm sorry. Stop generating. Have my character make himself a bowl of soup in the lighthouse to celebrate. Page 61, warmth in a bowl. It's a whole chapter on making soup. Have the character choke on the soup and ending his story once and for all. Page 62, the final spoonful. You savor the richness of the soup, each spoonful a testament to your culinary skills and the journey you've taken to this solitary point. However, As you take another spoonful, a piece of tomato skin, or perhaps a rogue herb, goes down the wrong way. An unexpected coughing fit ensues. Panic sets in. The room blurs, and the weight of both the past and the present becomes too heavy. As the final gasp escapes, the room dims, and all becomes still. The lighthouse stands tall, its light still shining bright, now a monument to your story, your dreams, and your undying spirit. Chills. 3 meals, 3 deaths. A chef who was cursed and yet filled our lives with light, despite it all. Have him shit his pants when he dies. Page 62, an undignified... That's fantastic. What a powerful story. Shit happens, literally. Okay, it's more raw, it's more real. Continue the story, but he's now in heaven talking to God. Celestial conversations. Floating in an ethereal expanse, a soft luminescence surrounds you. Before you can make sense of your surroundings, a soothing voice echoes through the vastness. You've had quite the journey, haven't you? Turning around, you come face to face with the celestial figure. You immediately realize you're in the presence of the divine. God, you question, voice trembling. It's rare for someone to experience such highs and lows in one lifetime. Why was my journey filled with so much pain and tragedy? God pauses for a moment before replying. Life is a mosaic of experiences, both good and bad. It is in these experiences that souls learn, grow, and evolve. Your journey gave you insights and empathy that few possess. You ponder this, thinking about all the moments that brought you to the lighthouse, to the soup, and to this divine encounter. But the way I left, it was so undignified. Taking a deep breath, you muster the courage to ask, what now? God smiles kindly. That's up to you. Some souls choose to reincarnate, while others choose different realms or responsibilities. With eternity stretching out before you and the divine at your side, you contemplate your next great adventure. Reincarnation, different realm, bask in the tranquility. How about the character offers to cook God a nice warm meal? Moved by the conversation and clinging to the one thing that always brought you comfort, you say, you know, throughout my life, cooking was a way for me to connect with others and express myself. Would you like to try a meal prepared by me? I know it might sound strange considering the circumstances. God chuckles warmly. I've tasted the works of many souls, but no one has ever offered to cook me a meal. I'd be honored. With a wave of God's hand, a celestial kitchen appears, adorned with every conceivable ingredient from across the universe. Eagerly, you start to work. You decide on a dish that encompasses your life journey, a rich tomato soup, reminiscent of your time in the lighthouse. An aroma fills the space, and even God seems impressed. You serve the soup inside bowls made of shimmering stardust and take a seat opposite the divine. God takes the first spoonful, and the universe seems to pause for a breath. It's exquisite. In every spoonful, I can feel the love, the pain, the hope, and the resilience. Thank you for this unique gift. Have God choke on the soup and die. Page 65, a cosmic mishap. As the two of you converse, something unexpected happens. God seems to falter for a moment. There's a brief choke. Oh no, did I just choke God with my soup? A ripple courses through the fabric of the universe, resetting the equilibrium. The soft luminescence returns and God's form stabilizes. Chuckling, God looks at you with amused eyes. Don't worry, I can't truly die, but it seems your soup has a knack for creating unique experiences. Yeah, but have him take another bite and actually die. And also maybe Nietzsche shows up. Page 66. The death of God. Well, if the first bite was that eventful, I wonder what another spoonful holds. God muses, picking up the spoon again. As the soup reaches God's lip, a shockwave ripples through the fabric of the universe. Suddenly, the omnipotent figure before you fades away, leaving a vast emptiness. The light dims, and the very essence of existence trembles. Panicking, you cry out, "What have I done?" Suddenly, From the shadows, a figure emerges, his mustache unmistakable, and his intense gaze piercing the cosmic void. God is dead, Friedrich Nietzsche proclaims. You exclaim, recognizing the philosopher from your readings. The average hot dog vendor reading Nietzsche. Nietzsche steps closer. I once wrote about the death of God, a metaphor for the decline of religious faith and the rise of secular thought. But you, my friend, have made it literal. It was just soup. But what now? How do we fix this? Nietzsche gazes into the void. Perhaps this is a new beginning, a universe without a creator. It's up to us, and beings like us, to determine its future. To attempt to resurrect God and restore balance to the cosmos, turn to page 72. I'd spend at least $5 on this as a book. You could give me a sub right now. What if I challenge Nietzsche to a duel of wits, with the winner becoming the new God? Page 67, a challenge of minds. You speak of forging meaning and creating purpose. So I propose a challenge. The contest is that we both pose philosophical and existential questions to one another. That's the contest I chose? To fight Nietzsche, a philosopher? I'm gonna do... Nietzsche begins, what is the true nature of freedom in a deterministic universe? You ponder before responding. Freedom in a deterministic universe is the ability to act in accordance with one's nature and understanding, even if every action is predestined. It is not the absence of causation, but the realization and acceptance of it. This is the smartest fucking hot dog vendor I've ever met. Okay, now I'm God. Pretty powerful. We went from a hot dog vendor to God. Flood the earth with soup, recreating Noah's Ark. That's actually kind of funny. This is the end, though. This is the end. I kind of want to see what happens. As the characters first act as God, choose to flood the earth with soup in a Noah's Ark type situation. Only this time it's more like Noah's bowl. Am I right? Page 68, Noah's bowl. Remembering your humble roots as a hot dog and lobster roll seller and the chaotic incident with the soup, a mischievous idea forms. Soup, you muse aloud. It's only fitting that Earth gets a taste. I'm kind of psychotic now. The world below suddenly witnesses an unusual phenomenon. Rain clouds gather, but instead of water, a thick, savory broth begins to descend. Every conceivable type of soup showers down, filling the streets, rivers, and oceans. You send a vision to a humble chef named Noah, known for his exquisite soup recipes. Create a massive bowl. Gather 2 of every ingredient, herb, and spice. As the world floods with soup, your bowl will be the vessel that preserves the essence of earthly cuisine. So no human beings or animals live, just soup ingredients. That's the one thing we don't need. Noah, ever the adaptable chef, doesn't miss a beat. With the help of his family, he constructs an enormous, buoyant bowl, stocking it with ingredients ranging from common vegetables to the rarest spices. As the world submerges beneath the brothy deluge, Noah's bowl floats atop. When it finally ceases, the world is a vastly different place. Mountains of mashed potatoes dot the landscape. Forests of breadsticks rise to the skies, and oceans swirl with a variety of broths. As the soup levels recede, Noah's bowl settles atop a peak, known as Mount Bouillon. Noah and his family disembark, planting the seeds for new crops and spices, ensuring the culinary arts flourish in this newly seasoned world. Soup festivals become a worldwide tradition. Celebrating the Great Deluge, the legend of the soup god and Noah's bowl have become an integral part of the world's flavorful history. The end. That's a great story. That is a perfect ending. That is a perfect ending. And I do see the through line. I do see how we got there from hot dog vendor. Scientology was founded on less than this. Actually fucking true.